Today we're tackling a big one. Donald Trump just declared Liberation Day, and with it, he's launching a wave of tariffs that could hit your wallet, the US economy, and even your weekend grocery run. Let's answer 5 key questions that'll explain what these new tariffs mean for you, the consumer. Question 1. What is Liberation Day, and what are these new tariffs? On April 2nd, 2025, President Donald Trump unveiled a sweeping new trade policy package and declared the day Liberation Day. The centerpiece? A 10% baseline tariff on all imported goods into the US starting April 5th. And that's just the beginning. He also announced steep reciprocal tariffs on countries he claims have taken advantage of the US in trade deals. Here's the breakdown. China, 34%. EU, 20%. Japan, 24%. Israel, 17%. This is being framed as a move toward economic independence. But what's the real cost? Question 2. Why is the Trump camp doing this now? Trump says it's time to restore America's economic sovereignty. The idea is that foreign countries have been undercutting American workers through cheaper labor, currency manipulation, and one-sided trade deals. He claims these tariffs will rebuild US manufacturing, end reliance on imports, bring in billions in revenue for the US. It's a made in America by Americans kind of message. But there's a catch, and it starts at the checkout line. Question 3. How does this affect your wallet? Let's be blunt. Tariffs are taxes. They don't hit other countries first. They hit us, the consumers. A 10% increase on all imports means price hikes across food from Canada and Mexico, electronics and appliances from Asia, cars with foreign parts, clothing, even medicines. And that's before we factor in the higher tariffs against key trade partners like China and the EU. Example, that $1,000 laptop with Chinese components could now cost $1 in $200. Multiply that by everyday goods, and inflation could surge again, just when we thought it was calming down. Question 4. How is the world responding? And why should we care? Let's talk blowback. The EU has already hinted at retaliatory tariffs. China is preparing its own response. This could spark a full-blown trade war, where everyone raises taxes on each other's goods. That's bad news for US farmers who export soybeans and corn, car manufacturers who rely on global supply chains, small businesses that depend on overseas parts retaliation, more cost, more uncertainty, more pressure on American businesses. Question 5. What are experts and economists saying? Supporters say this is a bold and overdue correction to decades of bad trade deals. They believe it'll bring jobs back and finally force countries to play fair. But critics, they're raising red flags. Economists warn this could spike inflation again. Wall Street is nervous, with markets already reacting to fears of disrupted global trade. Working families, especially lower-income households, could bear the brunt of rising costs. Remember, 2018 tariffs under Trump led to a short-term bump in some US jobs, but at a high cost. One study found that steel tariffs created jobs at $900,000 per job once consumer prices were factored in. Could this reshape the 2024-2025 political landscape? This move isn't just economic, it's political. Trump is drawing a hard line between globalization and what he calls economic nationalism. Whether it energizes voters or drives opposition will shape not just your wallet, but the next election cycle. Final thoughts. Liberation Day may sound patriotic, but the numbers don't lie. When tariffs go up, prices usually follow. Whether this policy helps or hurts depends on your place in the economy, factory owner or frequent shopper, exporter or consumer. What's clear is that we're all going to feel this, one way or another. Now it's your turn. Do you support Trump's tariff plan, or are you worried about rising prices and a potential trade war? Drop your thoughts in the comments. Be sure to subscribe. We've got more breakdowns coming on everything from politics to your paycheck.